Hey guys, what's Chaw doing here? First shoot of the Stevens 560. Now, what we shot from it was this 12 gauge light target load, 2 3/4 muzzle velocity, 1145, 1 1/8, 8 shot. This is the Winchester Super Target, specifically for sporting clays, trap, skeet. And everything like that. I chose this in particular. It wasn't a low recoil, but it is a light target load. And everything, and even low recoil I was seeing, usually saw it 1 ounce with 1100 FPS, somewhere about that range and everything. But this is what the lightest load I could find locally available to me. Again, I'm not one of those people that special orders stuff and everything like that. I did have to special order this, but I just always purchase ammunition that's available to me. I think most of us do. Now this shotgun, I'll tell you, she didn't really complain about recoil all that much. She did feel it for sure. I think if we went into heavier loads for actual hunting and everything, we probably might go ahead and put that recoil pad on. It is an option, but right now we're thinking it's not necessary and everything. Just to show you guys, nothing in the magazine tube, nothing in the chamber, nothing feeding down below, and everything weapon on safe, right? Firing. As far as every time I shot this, I didn't have any issues as far as where it pointed and where I expected it to be and everything like that. Now she struggled a little bit because it is her first time ever shooting a shotgun. So she did have some issues and everything like that, like, not pointing it, not, mounting properly and, everything like that. But, all in all, the accuracy issues were her, not this shotgun. We did use the improved cylinder, choke that was in it. I don't know if that really matters to you guys or not, but if you're watching this video, I'm pretty sure you're interested. How did it feed? Okay, now it is a semi-auto shotgun. It is a gas shotgun, but I've really never had to do a break-in on a gas shotgun. Maybe inertia and stuff like that. But what I found shooting a light target load is that sometimes it did fail to cycle properly, right? We had issues where sometimes, it was still seated. The spent shell was still in the barrel, and the next shell up either stayed in the magazine tube or it would come back into the chamber here, but the bolt didn't cycle all the way through and everything. Usually racking this resolved that issue. There were times where it stovepiped, so failed to eject. The next round was, coming up into the chamber. There were sometimes we had a double feed because it failed to eject and the next one came up. And there were times where it did eject, but the next one came into the chamber but didn't feed properly, and everything like that. Now, I did find that as we shot this more and more, the failure to feeds, the malfunctions became less and less. So maybe this is one of those ones that, just requires a break-in. And, to be honest with you, I did shoot a couple of the loads that I was shooting, which was this Winchester high brass 12 gauge 2 3/4 at 1350 velocity, 1 ounce, 7.5. Now, this was definitely a faster and harder hitting load. It is a high brass load and everything like that. And every time we shot this, we had zero issues whatsoever as far as, getting it to cycle and everything. So, maybe this doesn't particularly love light loads, or it just requires a break-in. As we shoot more, I'll definitely give you guys an update, because again, there's not a lot of information about this particular shotgun out there, right? We'll continue to go ahead and shoot the light loads through it. I have probably about 5 more boxes left, so that's what, 125. We did shoot about 100 shells through this. And like I said, throughout the day, it just kept performing better and better. Did give it, good cleaning. So about 50 shots in, kind of, I didn't, break it down and clean it completely, but we did add some lubrication in there, do a field strip and clean out the bolt and everything like that. We left the barrel as was, and everything, but, just kind of clean up the bolt area and everything like that. Now, previous video, I did mention that I did not for the life of me know how to remove this bolt handle, right? Now, guys, I have found it out. I have just magically discovered this. Now, what I'm doing is a similar breakdown as you would normally do, right? Now, I'm going to go ahead and rack this to the rear, kind of clear it out of the way. But let's turn this, and I'll go ahead and remove this. Now, I'm going to upright you guys here in a second so that you can see this. So I'm going to push that bolt forward, and when I do, and I do this, I can sorry guys, it's kind of hard to do this one-handed, so there it goes. It just pulls out, guys. Literally, it sits in like this, and I don't think you really even have to do a breakdown on it. I'm not sure, but this is how I got it apart, and it is in there. I mean, it is tight, and everything like that. Now, I thought we cleaned this. Yeah, it's clean. Thumb's clean. That's just like lubrication and stuff like that on there. But it just comes out, and then you can remove the bolt, right? Now there is a pin right here, kind of obscured by this orange tape that I used to hide the serial number, and you can use that to remove the trigger assembly. We did that earlier. I should have taken some photos or video. I apologize, but I really don't want to do that again. And everything. One, I don't have my punch with me and everything, but yeah, I mean, that is your old bolt there. So if you're looking for disassembly, there you go. I mean, you can break it down, and this is perfectly fine for, a general field strip and clean, or, whatever. I don't know if this was just tight and I shot it and it kind of came a little bit loose. When I do put it back in, it is still very tight. I'm not worried about falling out and everything like that. But yeah, guys, I mean, yeah, like I said before, like, sometimes you have to like push in on this in order to get it, but you can look in there and see this really doesn't do anything. You just pop it right on out, and that's what clears. I don't think you want to be doing it a whole lot, even though these grooves here are pretty deep. I think the more and more you do it, I think it's just metal on metal. I can't tell if there's detents in there. Yeah, it looks like spring actuated detents maybe on just one side, not both sides. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I have a spring detent right there, that little circular spot, and nothing on that side. So just like a spring detent on one side and everything. But really kind of like the way, I mean, for less than $500, a semi-auto shotgun, 12 gauge that she can shoot, really punched above its price point. Now, I did also shoot the Stoeger M3500, and I was shooting the high brass load only with it. And I'll make another video about that. I apologize. She was on camera duty on those, and she seemed more interested in recording me and recording my misses or hits on the clays rather than, on the shotgun itself. And, guys, I hope you love me. I hope you like me even. But if you're watching these videos, you want to know about the product, right? You want to see it perform. You want to see if it underperforms. You want to see failures. You want to see that kind of stuff. Like, you want to see what's actually going on. So we're planning another range day to go back out there and everything like that. And I'll make another video with all my findings once we do that and everything. But you have any questions, comments down below, you know, like if you have any suggestions, if you have anything, you know, in particular you might be interested in about this, I'll try to include it in a next update video. Again, we are taking it back out, see if it performs better with, you know, after 125 more shot shells through it and everything. Probably buy more, maybe different, you know, maybe we'll find something different. You know, doubt it, but we'll just see. You know, like I said, I buy what's available to me, not necessarily, you know, special order certain things or keep things on hand. I'm the average Joe here. I shoot what's available. I try to find what's, you know, the general range. I would have preferred to find 7.5 for her, but hey, 8-shot works as well. You know, like I said. But until next time, have a good one.